Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Welcome back to the show that never ends. I'm Rod, and I'm here to do a contest entry for David Newton. 5 songs you're completely sick of that have been overplayed on the radio, and 5 that you're cool with, you still can listen to. I was a teenager of the 80s, so I got really burnt out on songs like Free Bird by Leonard Skinner, Tuesday's Gone with the Wind, Simple Man. Those 3 songs I could never listen to again, and I'd be okay with that. And it's a shame because they were decent songs, but radio back then just burnt them out. AC/DC, when Back in Black came out, they played You Shook Me So, the song You Shook Me, all night long. They played that so much. Can't stand that song to this day. Dancing with Myself by Billy Idol. Oh my God, it was overplayed. We had like 3 different rock stations to choose from up there. We had 101, DC 101, we had WAVA, which was I think 105 point something, and we had another one, but they all overplayed certain songs. One station didn't play the new rock like AC/DC and shit like that, but they still just overplayed Skynyrd or whatever. But those songs I mentioned, I could never hear them again. In the 90s, I worked in radio, so I never listened to other stations. I just did not do it. I worked for KFAN 107.9 in Texas. I worked for WDVX 98.9 here in Knoxville. And they were Americana station, and the second one I mentioned in Knoxville was an Americana bluegrass station. And one song I am guilty of overplaying was Lucinda Williams' Car Wheels on a Gravel Road. Great CD. Fantastic song. It just got put in heavy rotation, and I would play it on my shift, and on my way home from work I'd hear the next DJ. So that's one of the newer songs that I found just completely overplayed, and it's a shame because it was a really good song. And a lot of times it's the record companies, they send you singles off the album or CD, and that's the one they're pushing. I remember Tom Petty, when he came out in the 90s, oh God, I forget, Let's Roll Another Joint. You Don't Know How It Feels by Tom Petty. For the longest time, all they sent us was a double-sided single. They sent us the version, Let's Roll Another Joint, and they sent a radio-friendly edited version where they skipped that out. And it took us forever to get a full copy of that album. And again, that was put in heavy rotation. I still like the song, I can listen to it, but at the time it was like, oh my God. So, now there's songs I can still, and I don't listen to the radio anymore. I don't have an automobile. My wife does, my kids do, but I personally do not. So I don't listen to the radio in the car. And when I'm at the shop, I put on an album or a CD, or we stream music, and it's usually jazz or bluegrass. It being an antique shop, that kind of fits in well with it. So I really don't listen to the radio. And our only station here in Knoxville, 103.5, sucks. They suck. They play the same 30 frickin' songs, and this radio just sucks today. But I still listen to some Zeppelin that comes on. Stairway to Heaven excluded. That song is burnt out for me. Anything off Led Zeppelin 1 or 2, I could still crank up and get into it. Pink Floyd, anything but Money, because that song was so burnt out. The Grateful Dead. Classic rock stations really neglect the Grateful Dead, and I get it, because the Grateful Dead are not really a classic rock band. I mean, they're a country band, they're a jam band, they do great covers, but they're really not classic rock. And a lot of times I get painted with that brush as a classic rock guy, and I don't get it, because really the only classic rock would be the Rolling Stones, and they're my favorite band, so I guess that makes me a fan of classic rock. But the rest of my catalog is a lot of bluegrass, singer-songwriter, Americana, the Grateful Dead. The 80s to me were completely overdone. I hated hair metal, Bon Jovi, Poison, all that crap. If it was played more than once, to me it was overplayed. So those are my songs that were overplayed. Like I said, if I happen to be in a car and a song comes on, I may turn it up if it's one that's not been beaten to death. But like when they play Floyd, it's always money, at least around here. You know, if they play Zeppelin, it's Stairway to Heaven. My God, guys, they had more songs than just those. Dig deep. It's okay to dig deep. But most stations won't do that unless it's late at night. That's when, you know your program director's asleep, you know your general manager is asleep, and you can go ahead and play what the frick you want to play. And when I was coming up in radio and I had my overnight shift, I knew, okay, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, man, they're all asleep. I could go ahead and dig deep into this album. But my boss, J.D. Rose, was a cool guy. He didn't give a shit, man. Like, there'd be times that he'd be like, yeah, man, I was up at 4 o'clock the other night and happened to turn on the radio, and you were playing the Todd Snyder song that's not in our mix. But it's a good song. He's like, oh, I liked it. Don't worry about it. But a lot of stations, those DJs, are told what to play. So you really can't blame them. But anyway, David Newton, this is his Push to 300 subs contest. David Newton's got a great channel. And he said we didn't have to show the music, which is good, because I don't have some of the stuff that I mentioned. Anyway, he hit 300 subs just recently. He's celebrating. Give him 5 songs overplayed. You turn it off, you're sick of it, and 5 classic songs that you could still dig. Nirvana, if that came on, for instance, I don't own it. I wish I had their Nevermind album still. I don't, but I turn that up. There's certain ones. If I hear a Dead song, which is very rarely, unless you've got satellite radio and you're listening to a Dead station, I turn that up. Also, I want to mention this. I know this is a David Newton contest, but he won't mind. I just got this in the mail. It's Moon Gel, and it's under $10, and Frank at Channel 33 suggested this for a fraction of the price of one of those stylus cleaners. You could get this. It's for drumsticks. And you just set your stylus on it, you pick it up, and it takes all the crud and all the lint off. And it is for drums, the drum head, but it works. Frank from Channel 33 recommended it, and he's not going to recommend crap. So I knew it had to be good. Less than $10, I ordered it, got it today, and it really works. So if you need something to clean your stylus, you want to save some bucks, try the Moon Gel, non-toxic, and you get it on Amazon. Yeah. Anyway, David Newton, thanks a lot, brother, for having this contest. You're a great part of the VC. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I'm just in one of those Rambling Man by Allman Brothers was overplayed. I'm throwing that out there. That was seriously overplayed. Everyone have a great day. Be cool. Be kind to each other, man. And peace.